I'm going to work with 4.5mm crochet hook and worsted weight yarn. And you can use acrylic or cotton as long as it's worsted weight. And I'm going to start with chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch to join in the first stitch, and that will form a ring. Chain 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to make 8 double crochet in the ring. To make a double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert it into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 of the loops. Pick up the yarn, pull it through the other 2. And I want 8 double crochet, and I have 2, so I'm going to make 6 more double crochet in the ring. And I'm holding the yarn end along the outside of the ring, and then when I'm finished I can pull that and close the hole. Okay, I have 8 double crochet in the ring. There's my first chain 2. I'm going to slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet. So I'm skipping those 2 chains and I'm slip stitching in the top of the double crochet. And that will form a circle. Now I can pull that yarn end and close up the center of the flower. And I'm going to fasten off, and there's what that looks like. And now I'm going to bring in my other color, and I'm going to insert my hook through that very same stitch right next to the yarn end, and I'm going to pull that new color through that stitch, and I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. I'm going to double crochet in that very same stitch, and I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and I'm going back in the same stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch. I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch, and a slip stitch, you just pick up the yarn and pull it through, and you pull it right through the same stitch that was on the hook. And every petal all the way around is going to be made exactly the same way. It's going to be chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, slip stitch in the same stitch, like that. Now I'm going to whir around and I'm going to make 6 more petals in the ring. So I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, slip stitch in the same stitch. So I'm going to go ahead off camera and finish the remaining 5 petals. Okay, I've gone ahead and I've worked all my petals, and there's my last stitch. So I'm just going to slip stitch into the very first petal just to connect everything up, like that, and fasten off. And now you can just tie all these yarn ends on the back of the flower. And if you're going to sew this onto a project, you could use one of these yarn ends to sew your flower onto your project. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make these cute little crochet flowers. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.